What's going on, everybody? Quarth here, and welcome back to another video. So if you watch this video, chances are you know Five Nights at Freddy's. You know, that multi-million-dollar franchise that started from one single guy in a failing game, that has so much merch, that has so much just extra lore on it, and has 2 movies right now. Holy shit! And chances are you also know what Minecraft is. There's no need to be said here. What if those 2 things were combined by 2 men just playing Minecraft and Five Nights at Freddy's capitalizing on the latest trend? That somehow expanded into a whole damn universe. That is right, ladies and gentlemen, cap your nostalgia hats on because today we're going to be talking about My Nights at Freddy's. Oh wait, you don't know what that is? Hold on, we'll segue into the intro and then after that I'll give a brief explanation. So, a quick recap because I'm only going to be talking about Season 1. My Nights at Freddy's is a Minecraft roleplay started by Caveman Films and Ant Venom. They originally planned to only do 1 season and then be done with the series after that, but because, you know, everything is so damn popular with Five Nights at Freddy's, they decided to do 7 seasons! And that leads us to right now. Also, you guys should go check out Asbestos, he's the inspiration behind this video. Also, go check out Caveman Films. Okay, let's get into the video. Episode 1 starts with Ant Venom walking up to Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. That is literally just a brick wall. We see Dan working his way out the shop, and we also see the animatronics performing. We see Ant walk in, and the 2 are surprised to see each other. You know, it's been several times apparently. After some talking, it's revealed that this is Dan's actually first day on the job, because he was hired today. Strangely enough, he's already a manager. Even though there's already 1 other employee that works here, but we'll get into that later. Actually, we'll get into that now, because as Dan is showing Ant around the place, you can actually see that there's Freddy missing on the thing. This is where he drops the infamous name of Ronaldo.
Okay. Oh, I know what happened. So there is one other guy that works with us, his name's Ronaldo. I bet he took the guy down to like clean.
Now you guys may be wondering, Quarth, what the hell is a Ronaldo? Well, I'll tell you right now. You see, back in the ancient days of 2015, the purple guy never had an actual name, so fans would just come up with random names, and Dan apparently came up with Ronaldo off the spot, and they just stuck with it throughout the entire series. So from now on, when I reference Ronaldo, it's going to reference William Afton. So continuing on, Dan gives Ant a tour of the Freddy Fazbear's Pizza location, which there are many things to talk about here, mainly them butchering the closet, and also them completely just making a bunch of gender jokes. Also, there being a hole in the kitchen. And my favorite scene.
Now, this is the power room. So, here's the thing. They're not making that much money here. And so, at 9 p.m., they cut the phone lines. I know it's stupid. And they also...
After that, Dan shows Ant his quarters for the night, the security room. And he reads some pages out of the employee manual, which, suspiciously, he's not allowed to give out to Ant, and he's only allowed to recite it. Dan doesn't understand why, because considering he's the manager, and he's looked through the manual. Well, he's looking through the manual live, because he doesn't really read. This is just an excuse for Dan to make up stuff off the spot. And after some more talking between Ant and Dan, Dan leaves and Ant begins his first night. Hey, Editor Quarth here. I forgot to get the segment of Ant's night, so we're just gonna skip it to night 2.
Cleaning time.
As Dan gracefully showed us, he is cleaning the dining room after Ant's first night, cause you know, that's something he needs to do. Ant comes in and begins to talk about his experience to the first night. Dan, not believing him, keeps saying that he's crazy, and then eventually takes up a bet that he can do the night himself. So, they swap positions, and Dan goes in for his night.
Alright, I guess I just wait until the clock to start. I mean, this shouldn't be hard. I'm going to show Ant that this is easy. I mean, I've been here all day, and nothing happened. And... it's fine. Does this place always sound like this at night? That's weird.
Also, I just want to point out how Dan's ringtone is a Steven Universe song, like the Speak.
Oh, there's Ant.
Anyway, Ant calls and is now telling Dan that he's going to be scared in a couple of minutes. Dan is like a crazy ex and keeps shooting it down in denial that he's ever going to be scared. But then, Freddy and his friends are on the move. Oh, what is Caveman Films gonna do? He's gonna do what any sane person would do in this scenario when they're hunted down by animatronics and walk out of the building to find Ronaldo. I should mention at this time that Dan apparently fired Ronaldo because Ant thought that Ronaldo was screwing with him. And Dan is now out looking for Ronaldo because he thinks that Ronaldo is out for revenge.
I'm checking all the rooms, just making sure. Oh my god! Oh my god!
When Dan sees Foxy moving, he knows that Ronaldo is no longer in the building. He knows for a fact that that is an animatronic and there's no suit for that. So he starts getting kinda skeptical that they're moving on their own now. Anyway, with the power of plot armor, Dan survives his night. And he goes out and he still thinks that the animatronics are not moving on their own. Great ideology, Caveman Films. We then cut to night 3, where Ant meets Dan in front of the restaurant. Dan has a plan to screw over Ronaldo, apparently, because they still think Ronaldo is moving the animatronics.
Quarth, what's the plan? It must be genius.
The plan is to get in a 30-year-old suit and wait on the stage for Ronaldo. Anyway, that ridiculous plan is in motion. Dan is now on the stage as Freddy, and Ant is inside of his room. When he looks to the left and right of him, and he sees that Bonnie and Chica are both missing.
Look behind you.
Why?
You'll know why when you see it. Or I should say when you don't.
Where do they go?
Yeah,
There's nothing here.
Dan,
There's
I'm
nothing
really
here.
scared right now.
Okay, where's Ronaldo at?
How did you let Ronaldo get past?
Dude, he didn't get past me. No one made a noise. No one made a sound.
Surely had to have got.
With this shocking revelation, Dan is now on the move, looking around the pizzeria, finding Ronaldo. He checks the bathrooms, he checks the backstage, he checks the kitchen, he checks the dining room, he checks everywhere that Ronaldo could be hiding. But strangely, he doesn't find Ronaldo. Shocker, right?
Alright.
And is on the walkie-talkie, and he says that he feels something in the air ducts behind him when something hits him, and this scene plays out.
Oh, I was gonna check the Eastern and Western Hall, but
What's up?
there's very definitely something in the air ducts behind me, dude. Oh, okay.
What?
Okay,
What's up?
that? Something very clearly attacked me from behind.
This is when we learn that there are air ducts behind them and jutting out the outside of the brick wall. Crazy! After some more mindless searching, Dan is now compromised by Bonnie in the kitchen, cornered by Chica. And so he runs out and gets back into the office as quick as he can. After they survive the night and they look after the building one final time, they finally decide to upend and leave, ending night 3, and now night 4 begins.
God, freaking Freddy Fazbear's calling me back, telling me I had to come back here as a security guard tonight.
Not at
God.
the corner. Hey, Dan.
Oh, there's
Dan,
Ant.
Dan, where are you?
Men here!
Are you in the bathroom or something?
Totally. No, I'm in this room, you stupid.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. Dude, what's up? How's it going?
Mad.
Why? Oh.
Yep, right now, management called Dan and said that he and Ant have been demoted, with Dan being first security guard and Ant being secondary security guard. This was so they can both share a night. After wandering around in the vents to look around, they end up finding the safe room, or as Dan likes to call it, his Alcoholics Anonymous group area. When suddenly they get locked in by Ant, and then all of a sudden they are now trapped in there, and the night has technically begun, so they have to get out of here as quickly as possible. Opening the door at the other end of the room reveals that this area is blocked off, so they start to break the wall, and then that reveals this.
Like, really crazy. Where does this even... Nuh-uh.
Oh.
This leads into the front lobby?
Well, that makes sense.
Oh my god, that does make a lot of sense. That must have been like some storage room at some point or something.
Yeah, that's where they'd put the cups and stuff. Apparently, they just use it to store really weird mannequins.
Yeah, dude.
After that, they get back to the office, and then they begin their night 4, where they realize that the safe room has now been unlocked on the cameras. But nothing really happens with the safe room. Yet. Then, Dan hasn't really gotten sleep, so Dan takes a nap on the stage, leaving Ant to secure the building for the rest of the day. And then that cuts right into night 5.
Where's the animatronics, Ant?
It's then revealed that Ant, the goddamn Chad that he is, moved all the animatronics into the room, installed a door, and installed cameras in the vents so that way they could protect themselves more easier. Yeah, Fazbear Entertainment ain't got shit on Aunt Venom. So they then get a phone call from the office and they both rush to see what it is. And this is the following script that plays out during that phone call.
Okay, you got it?
Yeah.
Greetings.
Okay.
This is a pre-recorded message.
What the-
Hello, security guards, and welcome to your final night on the job. Here
it
at
is a
Freddy
final
Fazbear's
night.
Pizzeria Branch
Yeah, dude.
1987, you might have noticed some eccentricities in our animatronics.
You think?
That is actually normal. We have been actively collecting data samples of our security guards and how they are able to handle the animatronics.
That's
You
rude.
two have been selected for a higher paying position at our manufacturing facility. All you have left to do is finish this night. We would also like to inform you that you have never been in true danger. The models you have been interacting with have all
Really?
been equipped with AI that recognizes
I know,
and
right?
prevents damage to humans. The behavior of the animatronics might have seemed aggressive or threatening at some point during the
Yeah.
week. But again, we would like to ensure you that your lives were not in danger. The newer models were never designed with parts that would be able to maim or render human flesh.
Oh, really? Okay.
Wow.
However, it has
Oh.
come to our attention that a recently
what's going
sealed
on?
room has been
Okay.
compromised. The models in that room are from much earlier in Fazbear's history. Our present safety models do not apply to those animatronics. It is advised to not engage with the older animatronics.
And
If you do see any suspicious movements from the animatronics, there is a kill switch located at the...
Kill switch. Ooh. Wait, no, come on. No, come.
And with that, they begin night 5. But don't worry, Aunt sealed all the animatronics in the safe room, so they cannot be out and about, right? Right? Yeah, they're fucking gone. And guess who let them out? None other than motherfucking Ronaldo.
Hey, this...
Oh, Ronaldo's in there now.
Yeah, so in this series, Ronaldo is now an Enderman, and he has now activated all the animatronics. So every animatronic, Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, Foxy, Golden Freddy, and this weird burnt Freddy are now out and about, ready to eat the flesh off of Caveman Films and Aunt Venom. This is a crazy revolution here, because guess what? The burnt Freddy starts breaking through the wall in front of them, and there's another room behind there, which now is the prize room. But this Freddy is breaking through the wall, either to show them something or just to find a new way to get them. And after the Freddy breaks through the wall, it just stands there until the night ends. And you're probably wondering, what was in that room that the Freddy is in?
See this room yet?
Oh my goodness. What the heck? Are these like...
What is
These
this?
look like dead people.
I don't even know how to explain this right now. Look, dude, the other heads, they're hanging on the wall here.
Yeah, it's really weird.
Oh my god, dude, rules for safety, my butt.
So with that, they both leave Freddy Fazbear's for the final time. And that concludes the My Nights at Freddy's series. Wait, there's a season 2? But yeah guys, that's gonna be it for this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed. I love talking about some stuff like this. It's actually really funny. Also, I wasn't joking earlier. Please go sub to Asbestos and Caveman Films. They're both the inspiration for this video. Asbestos being the video itself, and you know, Caveman for making the series and all that. You know, you just making the series. Also, I just want to give a really quick thank you to everybody for the support on the channel. I always do this, but I just love you guys' support, and I just love you guys a lot. It's really amazing to see that you guys actually, you know, care about the other types of content that I like, and I hope I can continue it in the future. Anyway, guys, this is going to be it from me. This is Quarth, the Day of Life, and I'll see y'all next time. Peace!